You've probably seen those mind-blowing headlines about billionaire net worths and thought, I can't even imagine having that kind of money in my lifetime. But what's even crazier is wondering how they actually spend it. Do they pour it all into over-the-top luxury weddings, book themselves a trip to Mars, or maybe even go searching for the Titanic at the bottom of the ocean? Believe it or not, billionaires don't just stop at lavish homes and private jets. They take it to a whole new level of strangeness. Today, we're talking about some of the most outrageous and unbelievable things billionaires have spent their fortunes on. And if you're curious about the wild ways the ultra-rich use their wealth, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, let's get into 8 billionaire buys that will leave you speechless. 1. Bill Gates' $50,000 trampoline room. Kicking things off is one of the most famous billionaires on the planet, Bill Gates. Now, you might think Gates spends his fortune on philanthropy and cutting-edge technology, which he does, but he also has a fun side. Gates spent $50,000 to turn an entire room in his mansion into a trampoline park. Yes, the man responsible for the technology behind Microsoft decided to relive his childhood by bouncing around on trampolines. Why? Because he can. For someone worth over $100 billion, $50,000 is barely a drop in the ocean. But can you imagine a billionaire just bouncing around like a kid? While most people would spend that money on life-changing purchases, Gates decided to make one of his rooms a giant playground. I guess when you have that much money, why not jump around a bit? 2. $120,000 for a banana, and it was eaten. Next up is a banana that might be more famous than most of us. This bizarre purchase saw a billionaire dropping $120,000 on a single banana duct taped to a wall. The banana was part of an art exhibit and somehow managed to sell for 6 figures. But it gets better, or worse, depending on how you look at it. Right after the sale, an art enthusiast walked up, took the banana off the wall, and ate it. Imagine paying that much for something that was literally turned into someone's snack within minutes. The artist later replaced the banana with another one, claiming it was the idea that mattered, not the actual banana. While that might be true in the art world for most of us, spending $120,000 on something so temporary seems pretty crazy. 3. Cloning a dead dog twice. Losing a pet is tough, but what if you had the option to bring it back? Well, for one billionaire, the answer was to clone their beloved dog. Not once, but twice, for a total of $200,000. This billionaire had their dead dog cloned 2 times. That's right, $200,000 to recreate a dog from beyond the grave. While cloning is still a new and controversial technology, it's now available to those who can afford it. For most of us, we say goodbye to our pets when their time comes. But if you're a billionaire, the end doesn't have to be the end. The question is, would you do the same if you had the money? Or does this cross the line into playing God with your pets? 4. The $250,000 Titanic submarine tragedy. Billionaire adventurer Hamish Harding had explored the South Pole and flown around the world in record time, but his bucket list wasn't complete. Harding wanted to see the wreck of the Titanic up close, so he paid $250,000 for a ticket to take a submarine down to the legendary shipwreck. But this was no ordinary sub. It was piloted by a video game controller and made of carbon fiber, a material known to be risky for deep-sea use. The sub imploded while descending, killing Harding and 4 others instantly. Despite media reports suggesting that they were trapped and awaiting rescue, experts later confirmed that the implosion happened almost immediately, meaning there was no chance for survival. This tragic adventure highlights that sometimes even billionaires who can buy their way into unique experiences take enormous risks. 5. A $1 million dwarf throwing contest. If you think things couldn't get any stranger, wait until you hear about Saudi Prince Al Walid's $1 million dwarf throwing contest. Every year, Al Walid spends over $1 million on these events, where little people are literally thrown to see who can toss them the farthest. The prince views them as jesters and pays them hefty salaries to participate in these bizarre and dehumanizing contests. In one strange event, Al Walid couldn't decide which private jet to buy, an Airbus or a Boeing, so he had 2 little people say the names of the jets, and whichever name sounded funnier, he bought that jet. The prince's fascination with these contests shows just how disconnected some billionaires can become from the lives of ordinary people, and the amount of money he spends on this is both shocking and appalling. 6. Elon Musk's submarine car from James Bond. Elon Musk is no stranger to unusual purchases, but this one might take the cake, or the car in this case. Musk spent $1 million to buy the iconic submarine car from the James Bond movie, The Spy Who Loved Me. While it might sound like a fun piece of movie memorabilia, this isn't just for show. The car can actually turn into a working submarine. Musk, who's known for pushing technological boundaries with SpaceX and Tesla, took his love for cool gadgets to the next level with this purchase. While most people buy cars to get from point A to point B, Musk bought one that can take him underwater. Is this just another billionaire toy? Or perhaps a source of inspiration for Musk's future projects? Given that he mentioned this car inspired some elements of Tesla design, it's probably both. 7. $4.80 million for Marilyn Monroe's dress, just to smell it. Some purchases are driven by history, others by pure fascination, and this next one is a bit of both. A billionaire spent a whopping $4.8 million to buy the dress Marilyn Monroe wore to President John F. Kennedy's birthday party. But why? Well, it turns out that Monroe famously wore the dress without any underwear. And this particular billionaire wanted to own the dress for, let's say, more personal reasons. It's not just about owning a piece of history. This purchase borders on creepy. Spending $4.8 million just to smell a dress, especially for such a reason, raises a lot of eyebrows. But for this billionaire, the chance to own an intimate piece of Monroe's legacy was apparently worth every penny. 8. $215 million for a cursed pyramid and saved by a fish? Now let's talk about the cursed pyramid. Yes, you heard that right. Billionaire Johnny Morris bought a pyramid in Memphis for $215 million, despite its history of being cursed. The pyramid, originally intended as an arena, faced multiple disasters during construction, including floods, accidents, and even deaths. It was eventually abandoned and dubbed the Tomb of Doom. But Morris had a wild idea. He wanted to turn the cursed structure into a giant bass pro shop. Unsure if he should go through with it, Morris made a deal with fate. He went fishing by the pyramid and promised to buy it if he caught a giant catfish. Sure enough, he caught one of the biggest catfish of his life, and the rest is history. Today, the Bass Pro Shop inside the pyramid is thriving, and some believe that catfish broke the curse once and for all. And there you have it, the weirdest, most shocking, and downright unbelievable things billionaires have ever bought. From cloning their pets to buying cursed pyramids and spending millions on questionable art, these stories prove that when you have more money than you can ever spend, things can get a little strange. So what do you think? Which purchase surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss more incredible stories from the world of the ultra-rich, right here on Net Worth Revealed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.